That's all it is.
Well, I got
So
kicked for
that
my
doesn't mean Big
overzealous
Bang. It does not mean
commenting.
abiogenesis. It's all completely different tools of
I'm
science.
still
And it
gonna
doesn't mean
record
that we
though.
come from different animals either. Doesn't mean we come from different animals. It means it could very well disprove creation also. It doesn't mean that we can't. That also doesn't mean that we came from other animals either.
How does it prove evolution? How does it prove creation?
Because see, here's the thing: we have animals, we have creatures we found through fossils, but we haven't found any transitional phases like you're claiming. Okay, and anyone in there, anyone on there, anyone can go and just look at the fossil record and look at all the facts, and they'll disprove the fossil record over time and time again. There's many creation scientists that disprove the fossil record all the time. The thing,
What's that?
what?
I'm looking at the dinosaur thing I found, and at least the one I found, it doesn't say shit about it.
Well, then you're not.
It being it wasn't found in the dinosaur bone. It was
Then you're
found in
not.
a different animal.
Then you're not on the right. Then you're not on the correct website. Then, but they did find
Well,
one. They did.
give
Yes,
me a
they
link
did.
for it to happen. I've given you links for everything that you wanted, but you need to give me a link
Really, you
if you
gave.
want me to believe
You
this.
didn't give me a link on any of these transitional phases that you're talking about. You didn't give me one.
No, but I don't need to give you links for it because it happens every single year.
No, it
I need to give you
doesn't.
links for it happens every year.
No,
And
it
I'm going to give
doesn't.
you
That's
links
bull
for the
crap.
sun coming.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Just because something mutates. Matter of fact, when things mutate, they never evolve. They always become less efficient, not more efficient. Like you're talking about, mutations. That's what you're talking. You're saying just because there's mutations, you're saying that we're all related. That's not true. I don't care about the swine flu. I don't care about it going and adapting to the air, adapting to certain climates. I ain't talking about that. Just because you call it evolution, you might call it evolution. That's fine. But evolution also says that we come from apes. So I'm not going to say it's
It is.
evolution.
Let me break it down for you. Let
I
me
don't
break
need
it
you to
down for
break it
you
down
really,
for
really
me.
quickly. Okay?
Charles Darwin, we were from apes, and he's the one that came up with the whole theory.
Let me break it down for you very quickly. Okay. Let me break it down for you very quickly. What happens every year? The flu vaccine mutates to stay alive. Mutation is a positive mutation.
Yeah,
It allows it
no,
to keep
those
adapting and
viruses
stay
are
alive.
turning into bigger viruses. I've seen that.
But the whole point of that virus adapting is so they can stay alive.
And they keep
That's
on
the point.
adapting? Is that what you're saying? They keep on adapting. They keep on
Yes, the virus
continuing.
keep on adapting so they can stay. The bacteria keeps evolving so it can stay alive.
So they never stop adapting. They always adapt. Always. They
Yes,
continually adapt.
yes, they adapt
And
all
then,
the
and
time.
then
But hold on. It my screen went there. Goes. Now the thing is that's microevolution. That's what it is.
no, that's
And
what you call evolution. I call it adaptation. You call it evolution. I call it
that's
God.
what I and every scientist out there calls evolution.
Listen to me, you
You created your
moron.
own definition of
No,
evolution, and I'm sorry,
get out
but
of here.
you're
Come
wrong.
to the show.
That is not what
Listen to
evolution
me.
is.
Listen to me.
It doesn't matter
Listen to
what you
me.
call it. That's what it is.
Okay, look, you're looking from a different standpoint. You just don't get it, do you? I'm looking from a creation standpoint, which means God gave us all these things so we could adapt, so people can adapt, so the germs can adapt, everything can adapt. That's what I believe. You believe it's a mutation, and it keeps on mutating, keeps on mutating, and eventually somehow bacteria and these certain different chromosomes end up to be a creature, which there's no proof of that.
There's proof.
No, there's not.
Look,
There's no proof.
let me finish telling. Let me finish telling you. Okay.
I don't
Now
care about
you
the
say you come from a
adaptation.
different
It's just a
standpoint. You say that you
mutation. That's
come from
not
a
proof.
different standpoint. Now, if I say that I come from the standpoint of God jacks up the sun every morning, so the sun comes up, it doesn't change the fact that that's not what actually happens. What you
I'm
believe
saying that you take
does
the
not mean
standpoint
that,
of
for example,
evolution as
Muslims believe that Allah is their God, but that doesn't make Allah their God. And I think you'd agree with that. Just because someone believes something doesn't make it true. And
no,
just because
and
you
that's
call
like
something different does not make it true. The reason why I believe in microevolution, the reason why I believe in evolution in general, is because we have all this evidence behind it. The fossils, all fossils are just essentially a little snapshot in time of an organism. And the way
so.
that it works is we find them at different depths, at different points in the earth. And that basically shows how species have changed over time.
It's funny how science keeps on changing their years on the Earth. They keep on changing their years on the Earth. Keep on changing their years how when people came about. That's the thing about science. It's not reliable enough for me. It's not. It's not. It's always changing, and I understand that's what you believe. But the thing is, there's also evidence of creation too.
Name one.
Name one. How about the Earth being exactly the exact distance away from the sun where it don't burn up or freeze? How about the fact that we have air, food, have water? That's not why. Can you tell me how the Earth got? No, let me tell you something. Can you tell me how the Earth got the way it was? How everything got the way it was? Can you tell me that? Because your evidence stops that the creature does
everything in the world. What
That's
I
my
can
point.
tell you is that the Earth being an exact look. Every star, just like every star has planets. Okay, let me tell you that. Just many stars have planets. And if you start doing the math with how many stars there are and how many planets there are, you're bound to find some have life.
You have to remember
And the ones that have life, the ones that have life on it are naturally the ones like this planet that happen to be in the right spot. Now, if you want to look at the probability of, if you want to talk about the Earth, about the universe being created for us, look at how many places where you cannot live. Look at how many other
That's
stars
because the Earth,
Dude,
let me tell you something. The Earth became imperfect after Adam and Eve sinned. You didn't know that, right? It says in the Bible it became imperfect. The world did. Before Adam and Eve sinned, and you have to remember it. No, listen to me. And assuming that we came from apes, and assuming that lizards came from, or birds came from dinosaurs, and assuming all that, you're assuming also. Stop trying to, don't make out like I'm only nitpicking.
With something behind it, you have a book behind you.
I have air, I have water. I'm talking to you right now. That proves that God created. Hundreds? You talk about the Earth being here for billions of years. You have hundreds of years. That's nothing. Just like you said, it's a snapshot in time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that. Now, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How long do you believe humans have been around?
How long?
Yeah, like how many years?
I don't know. I don't know the exact date. No, I don't know the exact date.
Okay, but do you have like an estimate?
I don't know the exact date. No,
I mean, I'm pretty sure evolutionists have an estimate.
I'm going to butcher this. I know someone's going to call me on it, but still, millions of years would be my guess.
Okay.
Or at least in the million. Is it thousands?
It might be 200,000, I think. 200,000.
Really? Is it down to 200,000? I would guess it's much more. What is? Someone tell me what it is. I'll go with the basic idea of what.
If I hadn't been kicked, I could tell you that anywhere from 100,000 to 200,000.
Evolutionists, they say that humans have been around for about 200,000 years.
There you go. He knew
Here's the
that.
thing with me. Okay, here's the thing with me.
I was kicked.
We went from writing in stone 3,000 years ago.
Look,
to
K-Dog even
light
knows
technology, lasers, having all the things that we have today in 3,000 years. You're telling me that other 190 some odd years, 1,000 years, we didn't do nothing. We just sat around. That doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't.
That's when we started changing. That's when we started changing from essentially what you would call a monkey, which is not a monkey. That's just a common ancestor between monkeys. But that's when we started changing and evolving into what we are now.
Well, but humans came about 200,000 years ago. They believe.
More things. The same way that as technology goes on, and as we start inventing, like for example, new computers, technology triples in power. All right, let me put it this way. Technology triples in power every year, and eventually you're going to get to the point where we are now, where you triples, where you get like iPod Touch 1 year, and then a supercomputer the next, for example. iPod Touch. I mean, that's somewhat the same situation.
You know the oldest.
You have that somewhat same situation with.
You know the oldest documents of history of date. It only goes back about 5,500 years. You know, and to me, it wouldn't take that long. And they say humans came about 200,000 years ago. That's what they say.